Thanks for your patience, everybody. Appreciate it very much. For those of you that are watching as an archive on YouTube, welcome back. So here we go. Here we go. Thank you, music, and welcome to the stream over there on Twitch. I appreciate it. It's good to have you here. So now we're going to do the thing. We're going to do the thing. Where did I save this? They need numbering on these savers. They need times on here, on these saves, because you don't know. You don't actually know. Well, the times are down the bottom, actually. I think they've added that. So that's 11:27. That's 11:59. There we go. So they've done it. That's actually a really good thing. Brian, hello. How you going? First live with Simi. Welcome. Welcome. And you've come right at the right time because we are about to travel from 1964 to 2020 something, I think. I don't know. So are we ready to go? Yeah, we might give it let's give it a third save. There we go. All right. Here we go. I believe it is fully functional, Noble. So here we go. New quests. Ah, this gives us a whole pile of new quests. It's a big harvester.
Well, here you are. Been looking for you. Are you okay?
Well, not sure, to be honest. Who are you and what on earth is that?
Are you kidding? It's me, William. Hey man, seriously, are you okay? We've known each other since you moved in. We've been working on your new harvester yesterday, remember? And you promised to lend me a hand with those logs at my place. I sent you a text, but you didn't reply, so I dropped by. Are you okay?
You sent me a text?
I know you don't use social media, so I sent you a text like you do in the 21st century. Hey, wake up, man. Grab yourself some breakfast and come back to me later, will ya? But before you do, make sure to harvest these fields of yours first, right? I got your combine refueled as we spoke yesterday, so it won't take long. It should rain tomorrow, man. Today is the day.
Right. I mean, what, the 21st century?
You sure you feel okay?
Yeah, I think so. Let me just look around. I'll be back with you soon.
Sure thing. Well then, see ya.
All right, so we've gone to the future and we now have a big bloody harvester. What stage is the house at? It's in disrepair. It's got the colours on it that we had. The door's white, the window frames are kind of white, and it's all in disrepair. But it's got the colours that we put on it. They're just a little bit... Wow. Okay, cool. All right, let's just have a look at our inventory. We've got some apples and a sausage. And it's 20th of July, but it doesn't say when. So... Wow, our cows, our dog would be dead, obviously. But it looks like it's opened up a whole pile of new quest lines and stuff as well. We don't have any animals. Nope. Okay, interesting. And apparently we can travel back at any time. They make you start all over repairing. You demand a refund. So there you go. Well, that's really, really interesting. Let's jump into here. I'm going to get the controller running for this, I reckon. I might get the controller running for this. Let's see. So right button and B moves the discharge pipe. We've got the new tractor there. Whoop. Let's hitch that with the Y. Oh, the panning's really, really slow. And look, we've got a tractor. Got a tractor sitting there. Are these the crops that we actually put in the ground? Okay, so what we want to do is move our header down. Do we turn it on or not? Unhitch, exit, move discharge, header on and off. So right button and A. No, right button and A does... Oh, that was B, you dick. All right, header is on. I think I might do this. I don't know. I think I might do it with the keyboard. Just so that we can get a better pan and stuff like that. So we should be able to see now. It's not showing how full this is it? Interesting to get back to modern equipment. Now, I believe if you go too fast, I don't know whether it's the same as in Farmer's Dynasty, the original, but if you go too fast, you actually lose crops. So I'm just trying to find an indication to how full this is. 1%. So it's quite large. It's quite large. It's 1% full at the moment. So we should be able to harvest the entire thing. I'll have a look at the perks, actually. Good question, Christina. Good question. Let's jump in and have a look at our perks. Yeah, we still have the same perks. Okay, so we're probably going to do some baling and stuff in here as well, right? There we go. And what's it like on the inside as well? Pretty cool. Pretty cool. Awesome. But I think I might harvest from the outside, I reckon. I'm kind of letting it just roll down the hill. We're now 3% full, so we've got plenty of capacity in this. Plenty of capacity. Nice harvester. He does look heaps different, and he's not an emo anymore. Cool. Well, that's actually a really interesting twist. So this is something that we didn't have in the previous version. So it's almost like you can run two games separately, right? 2 games side by side. So it'd be interesting to see how that plays out in the overall scheme of the game. So. No, I don't. I don't actually. I don't, Brian. So I think the one thing that a lot of people found about, like when I was playing Farm Sim and stuff like that, is that I play too slow for people, I think. So how does he play? Does he go through everything? Cruise control, yes. I should put cruise control on, shouldn't I, music? Which is T. And that would have been absolutely perfect. Let's move our header up and turn it off. And let's move the discharge pipe, which is F. Put the brake on. And we'll jump in the tractor. You know, they've done really, really, really good animations of getting in and out of tractors and stuff like that as well. Like, they've really kicked ass on their animations for getting in and out of tractors. And continue to change the buildings. They should change here. Well, you would think so, wouldn't you? So we should be able to discharge into here. Now, the other thing that we do, that I do remember from Farmers Dynasty, was that you can actually discharge. You can actually discharge over the like you can overfill and over discharge. All right, so we've got nothing in there, so we can move the discharge pipe back again. Drive to the grain market now, but I want to just have a little look around first. So we've got a trailer load there, which is really, really cool. I wanted to have a look at like, we're obviously starting from scratch here. There is some more stuff over here. This looks like it's is this corn or is it wheat? Wheat. No, that's rye as well. Wasn't that rye that we just harvested? He's thorough. Ah, yeah, cool. Cool. Well, that's good. Go in the house. Do you have furniture now? Good question. So there's so many questions. Same money between two times. Lots of questions. No. No, we start off with one social point and $1,250. So everything's still the same. Is the washing machine there? That's the question. The washing machine is still here, so it looks like you probably will have the same furniture. Most definitely. The yellow tractor must be a Challenger or a JBC. I reckon it is a I reckon the yellow the tractor here, I reckon it's like a Fendt lookalike, isn't it? It kind of looks like a Fendt. So that's a Class, and that looks like a Fendt to me. So yeah, 2 series. How am I going to do that, chat? How am I going to run 2 series? And all the stuff unlocked on the map. How am I going to run 2 series with 2 separate that's going to be interesting. Let's go down. Let's see. We've got I think we've got rye in here, don't we? Yeah, we've got rye in here. So let's rye over there is worth 316 a ton. That's the agricultural store. There was another place. There was a windmill somewhere, I reckon. I can't remember where the windmill was. And I think they were setting it right there. They pay 506 and these guys pay. So let's head here, shall we? That looks like it's the place to go. Oh, look, a little bit more speed as well. How full is that trailer? It's 14% full. Do you know what we should do? We should do that other rye field as well before we go, shouldn't we? Yeah, after we've completed 1964, but it's going to take a long time to complete 1964. The old truck's parked up at the old truck's parked over here, Billy. Look, our gates are metal now. The old truck's parked there, so she's still there. Can't see any implements or anything here. And it's back to needing repairs. It's probably a good place to park it, actually. Let's head over here and right, I definitely wasn't expecting this. So this is pretty cool. It's pretty damn cool. No worries, Noble. Let's get in here and do some more harvesting, shall we? So let's move the header down and let's turn the header on and put cruise control on. And off we go. Off we go again. I think this is this one's a bit of a bigger field as well, isn't it? Now we only own this one, we don't own that one there, but other people's crops are out as well. Ah, yeah, we'll have to go and check. Good question. Good question, Music. We'll have to go and check. We'll get this harvested and then we'll go and check that, I reckon. I would guess it probably would be. I'm just doing some headlands first. I don't know why it didn't pick up that bit, but it didn't, so. Oh, I pressed W. Let's get around here. Yeah. I was going to say, Fax. I was going to say, what would you guys do? Would you play old school or would you play modern? The vulture looks like an alien. Yeah, maybe as opposed to a Fent, maybe it does look kind of vulture-y. So I guess if good question is if you were playing, what would you do? Would you play old school or would you play modern? Old school at first for greens. No Karens in old school. Both, but you definitely use small, older tractors. Be interesting to actually see. We'll have a bit of an explore of this, but it'll be interesting to actually see if there's more modern equipment at the stores here as opposed to what we found in the last one, like in the old stuff. Guess you could play on your own enough to get the picture frame on the wall, then start a modern series. Yeah, true. Just to be different than the rest of YouTube at the time of release. That kind of makes sense as well. No, they didn't do a very good job keeping up the farm over those years, did they, Fax? Definitely not. Definitely not. Lazy bastards. There we go. How are we? We've got 6% in here, so there's plenty of room. This is the first time you've seen it in the game, Brian? It's the first time I've seen it as well. So it's pretty cool. Now there was an old baler in the other map, in the 1964 map. No, it's not. It's not. I got the two fields down, the two fields over that side, and then this one field. So we'll have a squiz at the map in a sec, Noble. So we might as well like get all of this done as well and put it in the same thing so we're not making two trips over, because they should all fit in the same trailer, I think. We'll just have to keep our eye on it when we're doing it. Yeah, playing in the era that you're in the mood for, that's actually, yeah. It's actually a good thing. Ah, you seen it when Daggerman was playing it, was it? Did Daggerman play this as well, did he? Let's get that cruise control on again. This character could be your son, maybe. That's what I reckon. Well, I reckon it probably is music. Like, you'd think it'd be a carry-on from previous stuff, wouldn't you? So it probably is you one of your future generations anyway. After you went senile and let the place fall apart. All right, back to that. Back onto cruise control so that it's running at the right speed. So that over there looks like a different crop. I'm guessing that there's going to be contracts for doing other people's crops and stuff. You're destroying a stranger's crop. It's bad for your social status. There you go. That was a bit of a boo-boo. So the crops don't look too bad, do they? Ah, look, see, drones, because in the modern day, you can actually fertilize using drones. I know that much. Wheat or sorghum. Yeah, we'll pop over there and have a squiz. So many things to look at. So many questions to be answered. Right, let's put our parking brake on and let's start filling. All right, lovely. We'll bring our thing back in, which is F. Don't know where we're going to park this thing. So we'll just stop right here for now. There you go. And down we go. There's a bit of stuff on there. So we've got all of that. Let's just answer a couple of the questions from chat. So we'll go down and have a look down here. You live in the middle of nowhere surrounded by rice fields. The other day a drone went past your window. It was sowing the rice seeds. Wow. This is oat. There you go. That's all oat in there. So that answers that question. The other question that we had was whether the cabin is up there or not. So let's shoot over there and have a look. And then we'll go over and we'll sell our crop. We'll also do a save right here, which I think will be... this one here. We'll save there. Don't want to run out of fuel, I know. Definitely don't want to run out of fuel. So we're going to have to... Even the fence is yellowed a little bit. It's changed. It's a metal fence. Look at that. It's actually a metal fence. All right, that's interesting. Can't see the cabin up here. Yep, there it is. So the cabin's up here as well, so that answers that question. Needs repairing and fixing up, doesn't it? There is some casual clothes. That's our inventory. And there is an axe. Let's take the axe. Yeah, this needs this cabin hasn't been looked after either, has it? So oh, the building materials at the building store. I have noticed in this that there's not really, other than the cabin there, everything's been patched up, but like all the walls and the roofs and all that type of stuff have all been patched up. There's our implements, a bale trailer. But it's not, so it's all been patched up and stuff with old materials, but it's sort of ready for you to go and start putting new materials and stuff on there. So that's pretty cool. Barn roof is different to what I put on there. I put metal, didn't I? I think. And I put metal up on the house as well, so that's changed a bit. Bus stops are modern now. This is actually quite crazy, isn't it? Cars have changed. There's an AI thing. AI is the answer. What does a tractor look like on the inside? Looks very cool. I'd like a bigger field of view in here. I reckon. There we go. Like for the seat to be moved back a little bit and to get a wider field of view. My son was quite an idiot. No, that's very cool. Where is that place? It's up there. Am I going the wrong way? I may be. I may be going the wrong way. That's all right. We'll see if anything else has changed around here as well. Still faster than the other tractor anyway. I think it's good that when you travel to the future, they've started you off with the equipment that you need, because you don't want to go through again and like you don't want to go through and have to go and do jobs and get all your implements again and all that type of stuff. So I think it's good that they kind of started you off with that stuff. So he was doing farming TikToks. If you know what I mean, rather than coming into this and just starting from scratch again, it gives you the stuff that you need for your, you've got your plow, you've got your cultivator and stuff there already. So modern windmills, yes. Wind farms destroying the beautiful countryside. That fence is that might end up being a community job or something, fixing that fence there. Where is this thing? It's up there. Looks like this is the road up here. I still feel like we're going really, really slow. What's that say? Roofing, siding. Oh, that's a little bit more modern. Big power lines now. Wow, they've changed it, haven't they? They've changed the map. Just switch generations. Yeah, that's a good idea. The markets have changed. The people haven't.
Hi, how are you?
Hi there.
She's still wearing her...
Care to trade?
Sure.
She's still wearing that old shirt. Okay, so there's a modern washing machine. Oh, that's got like a 70s curtain on it, that one. 60s curtain. A modern radio. Interesting. We don't have a cooking pot, so we're going to need to buy a cooking pot, right? Not 8 of them, we just need 1. Don't need the washing machine because we've already got it. There you go. There you go, and all of the all of the flowers and everything have all become modern. That's really well done. That is really well done. All of this has become modern. Cash only. Glue, eco glue, big glue, and all of the building products through here, which are all very much the same. Very, very, very much the same. So you've got shingles, you've got ceramic, And then you've got metal roofs for your houses. That's wallpaper, so you can get wallpaper. I wonder what flavour wallpapers you can get. That'd be interesting. So yeah, big difference, guys. Chainsaws, yay! Cut your own trees yourself. Now special offer in local shop. So we probably need to find ourselves a chainsaw as well. That's all building materials. That's really cool. That is really cool. I'm really impressed. Like a Home Depot, yeah. Depot or depot, wherever you come from. So let's get up here and sell this, which is our first crops that we're going to sell. Now, it seems everything that you unlocked in the last map, like when you're doing your exploring and stuff, has obviously unlocked in this, and the stuff that you hadn't unlocked is still locked, so... Let's duck in here and sell this off. Okay, can we, whichever way you choose, drive to the grain market now. Do we have, I don't think we can sell it here. Doesn't look like we can sell it here. It looks like, oh no, it says raise the trailer. Let's see if we actually got any money for that. We did. Okay, so we can sell it here. But it is kind of asking us to... We may have messed up. It is kind of asking us to sell it over there. So... So we probably actually should have gone down to the grain market here. Should we load a save? I think we should probably load a save, yeah. Which will be that one there, I think. Let's load that, just so that we don't, like, upset the... Because we're going to have to wait an entire season, like an entire year again, before we can actually fulfill that, so... And refill the trailer. Yeah, no, we'll do it this way. We'll do it this way. I think is probably better. So thankfully we did that. Eli, this is why we save. That's exactly right. This is exactly why we make some different saves, Eli. Good one, Billy. Right, around we go. So I just assumed, and you know what assumed did. Look, the store there's changed. Let's see if we can buy a chainsaw in there, shall we? We'll jump out of here. I just assumed that it would let us sell it where we got the best price, but we obviously have to sell it in one specific spot.
Hi there.
Nice to see you.
Jack's turned into Tony. Oh no, it's not Jack. Was it Jack that was down at this one?
Care to trade?
Sure.
What do we got? We've got a drone, a fertilizer drone. We've got a can of fertilizer. Got some different flowers. But that's about it. I thought there might have been a chainsaw in here, but there's not. Okay, so we're going to have to buy chickens and all that type of stuff as well. So we've got a fair bit that we need to do. Oh. Now, somebody did mention in the comments that in the cave where we found the cat, there is a chest or something in there, so... And when we get back to the farm, we're going to need to check whether or not the chests have reset. Oh, there we go. Well, there's some big crops there as well. It's a fair sized field, isn't it? Down here we go. There's a little bit of tearing in that, glitching in that. In the very, I reckon it was the very first episode, the, yeah, I think the very first stream, Brian, maybe, Okay, have we achieved that? So what's it saying? Return to your home now. Remember, you can store crops in your home silos if you wish to sell later. So we don't actually have to sell it here, but how much was it offering here? 316. See, we are better selling it there. So we don't, we just had to drive here. You started watching from episode 2. Yeah, I think it's one of the very, very first quests that you actually do, mate. I believe. Let's just drop in here and check what's going on over here. See what they got in here, because everybody does sell different stuff.
Hello.
Hi there.
They're just so modern now, aren't they, other than their clothing?
Sure.
Ah, a trimmer. $624. Buy. Yes. There we go. You're having a little trouble accepting the idea of jumping to the future, yet all the farms are still in post-war disrepair. Yeah. But if you jump to the future and everything was fixed, then there'd be nothing to do, would there? Right? So... that's a pretty modern fuel station. The aggro shop's over here too. So when you go into the aggro shop, basically you give the guy behind the counter some money and he yells at you and gets really aggro with you. That's what the aggro shop is. A poor farming community, I guess, Noble.
Hello.
Hi there.
Hi there. Hi
Care
there.
to trade?
Sure.
Right, what do you got? So you got seeds and everything in here. What I want is probably some hens, I reckon. Let's get 6 hens for $150. And we'll get some bird food. 3,000. Oh, whoa, holy crap. We can't even afford that. Okay. Not now. Not now, I guess. So we've got all our veggies there. We've got lupine, barley, sunflowers, oat. I think I'm going to do corn as well. Like, I'll do stuff for the animals. Yeah, still no roosters. Oh, check that out. That is so cool. Wouldn't you love to have one of those in real life? And remember, Eli, in real life, don't block traffic. People get really upset. Can't just park in the middle of the road. These are actually pretty big fields here, aren't they? When you consider what it takes to, you know, to do all of your harvesting and your seeding and all that type of stuff. So I reckon you get roosters, Noble. I reckon you get roosters from doing, you know, from somebody. You buy them from somebody who has a chicken farm or something, I reckon, rather than buying them at the agro store. Right, we'll just pop up the hill and we'll sell it here because we get like $200 more per ton up here, so. Now, remember in Lumberjack's Dynasty, there were all of those little town projects and repairs and stuff that you could do. So I reckon that this is probably going to have the same. There we go. That's boosted our money up, hasn't it? And off we go. I can't remember where the cat cave was. Like fixing the ski jump, yeah. And then remember those, Brian, remember those, like there was the holiday cabins and all that type of stuff as well. So the tractor's so much more quiet. Yeah, you'd hope so. You'd hope so. Yeah, remember there was like the holiday cabins and all of that type of stuff, but they had the dodgy mare in it as well, so. Which is actually really cool. Now, the other question is, should we go back in time and see what stage everything is at there? I'm guessing that it'll be in exactly the same stage. Okay, let's unhitch this. There we go. Can anybody remember where the cat cave was? That's our seed thing. This is our workshop in here. And we can't get out. There we go. We can get out if we get to there. All right. There we go. So what's it doing now? Return home. Remember, you can store crops and silos. Nice job. Now it's time for new adventures. So that gives you the... now there's some new quests. Completed happy landings. New quest helping William. Okay, cool. So we can do new quests. But what we will do is I will go and have a really quick break again. Oh, that's been repainted now. And then we'll go and help William, who's over there somewhere. Let's get rid of that. William's just up here, actually. Okay, cool. And we've still got Chapter 10 Skilled Man up the top right-hand side as well, which is interesting. What's the info and stats? Buildings fixed. So we've still got all of those buildings fixed. Silo. I thought we did do the silo. Interesting. Farm next to Jack's store, then up the hill. Oh, okay. All right, Lena. Awachi, how you going? By the shop we just passed. Ah, yes. I think it was too. Cool. I did fix the silo, didn't I? It's saying on here that I haven't fixed the silo, so, but I fixed it in the last one. So was that why? Maybe. Cool. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go and have a really quick break for 2 minutes or so, 3 minutes, and then I'm going to come back. We're going to travel back in time and see what status that is, and maybe come back here and do that quest as well. I don't know. What do you think? I think that sounds like a plan. Yeah. That metal roof by the silos on the barn looks grey. That one there, that's old asbestos roof by the looks of it. We do have 2,200 kilos of manure in there. We do have 1% of hen food in there as well, which was actually pretty expensive. So that looks like as a plumber, that looks like an old asbestos roof. But yeah, asbestos, yuck. SK Gaming, how you going? SK Gaming, welcome to the stream. Right, so I'm just going to go make a cup of coffee, and when I come back, we'll go back to the, not back to the future. We'll go back to, we'll save that. We'll go back to the past, and then we'll come back to the future as well. So let's just let it pause there for a sec. I shall be back in a sec, guys. I won't be very long at all, I promise.